Techs are super common in Dead by Daylight. Whether you watch streamers or have experienced friends, I'm sure you've heard of them. In this video, I will show you the 5 most common survivor techs. Warning, these techs are not guaranteed to work, but they are fun little tricks to hopefully help when you're looping. Let's get into it. The FOV tech. The FOV tech is one of the most popular and most used types of techs in the game. The whole point of the FOV tech is to use the fact that the killer is in first person perspective. These types of techs will not work on a third person killer like Chucky. The idea is to go into the killer's blind spots and chase, and they will most likely swing not knowing where you went or back up and look for you. With them doing this, it'll give you a little extra time to try and make some distance or make it somewhere safe. The strongest way to use this tech is around corners quickly so the killer won't be expecting it. The corner tech. This is a type of FOV tech that is really strong when there are a lot of deep corners where you're looping. The idea is when you are in chase and turn a corner, you hide in the cubby of that corner. The killer will follow that same pathing thinking you kept holding W, allowing you to make a little distance and sometimes make it to the next loop or pallet. The window tech. This tech is really strong when you are trying to lose the killer in chase. The idea of this tech is when you vault a window, fake going in one direction and walk backwards towards the window. Once the killer vaults the window completely and their second foot hits the ground, run past them. This will make them think you already made it around the loop and they will try to continue to follow you. Some killers will check behind them, but some may think you have perks to hide scratch marks after vaulting. This is an easy way to lose a killer mid-chase. The CJ tech. The CJ tech is basically forcing the killer to pick up when they mean to do something else. This uses the fact that picking up, breaking a pallet, opening a locker, and kicking a gen are the same button. So if a survivor goes down near a locker, gen, or pallet, you could force pick up by vaulting the pallet, jumping out of the locker, or quick touching the gen. This will lock the killer in animation and allow you to go for a flashlight save. This tech is so common that a lot of killers know about it and are prepared for it to happen, so it doesn't work super often. But when it does, it's super satisfying. And last but not least, the dumb tech. This tech is something a lot of survivors probably do and don't even know they're doing it. The idea around this tech is when you stun a killer, they are locked in the stun animation. During that animation, you vault the pallet. This will allow you to make a decent amount of distance, assuming the killer doesn't have enduring. The killer will either swing and miss because you're gone, or try to back up and see where you went. The second version of this tech is vaulting during the stun animation, fake running behind so the killer doesn't see you underneath them, and then running back through over the pallet. This will usually make the killer swing behind them, and it'll allow you to be safely on the other side of the pallet. The cool part about this tech is it's always a dumb tech. It's just a matter of who is the dumb one, the survivor or the killer. Almost all of these techs are something that won't work more than one time a game. Typically, after you do it the first time, the killer won't fall for it again. Now you could always try, but in my experience, that will result in a lot of BM if you fail. Like I said at the beginning, these techs aren't guaranteed to work by any means, but as a 6,000 hour player, I've seen quite a lot of value from using these techs. And if you're gonna go down anyway, you might as well try something. Killers hate when you try techs against them. So when using these techs, proceed with caution and good luck. If you made it this far in the video, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe as I do plan on making more educational content for Killer and Survivor in the future. Also, leave a comment saying your favorite tech or one that you learned today.